Good afternoon, Hoosiers. I'm Quincy Cofield.
And I'm Logan Kurkowski. Welcome to the Fast Five, presented by the Indiana University Media School.
It was a big weekend for Hoosier athletics. Indiana's Fast Five starts now. The Indiana Hoosiers rallied another sold-out crowd at Memorial Stadium for the team's 31-17 victory over the Washington Huskies. Cornerback D'Angelo Pons will ignite the field with a huge pick-six to start the game. The offense, led by backup quarterback Taven Jackson, will put together 3 offensive touchdowns, including a rushing touchdown from Jackson and running back Justice Ellison. This victory puts the Hoosiers at 8-0 on the season and keeps Indiana ranked 13th as the Hoosiers get ready for this Saturday's matchup versus the Michigan State Spartans, a game which many hope to see the return of starting quarterback Curtis Rourke. Our very own Dylan Traeger has more.
Thank you, guys. A big game this coming weekend for Indiana football. Indiana football is going to travel to East Lansing, Michigan, getting ready to face off against the Michigan State Spartans. The Spartans are 4-3 on the season, 2-3 in conference play, coming off of a loss against Michigan in Ann Arbor, 24-17, a really close game there for Michigan State. But Indiana, on the other hand, 8-0 overall, 5-0 in conference play, coming off a huge win, 31-17 over Washington at home. Starting quarterback Curtis Rourke was out for the game, and backup Taven Jackson had the start. It's going to be a big question this weekend whether or not Curtis Rourke will play or not. Back to you guys.
The Hoosiers men's basketball team traveled down to Knoxville to take on the 12th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers in a charity exhibition match, looking to get a good test in before the season begins. The Hoosiers struggled to take care of the ball in the first half, but held Tennessee to 8-33 shooting from the field. However, the Volunteers would lead 26-25 at the break. In the second half, Tennessee was able to gain a 52-46 lead by hitting some big shots. However, junior forward Malik Reneau would put the team on his back. He scored 10 straight points for the Hoosiers and propelled them to a 60-54 lead. Sophomore Miles Rice hit 2 free throws down the stretch, and the Hoosiers emerged with a 66-62 victory. Reneau finished with 21 points, while Miles Rice would chip in 20. It's a great start for the Hoosiers as they aim to build a team capable of a big March Madness run. The Hoosiers have one more exhibition game this Friday as they host the Marion Knights, who are now coached by Pat Knight, the son of the late legendary Hoosier coach Bobby Knight. That game tips off at 7 o'clock from Assembly Hall. This past Sunday, the women's soccer team played their final regular season game of the 2024 season against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The game went scoreless for the first 39 minutes, but the Huskers' Sarah Weber scored to give them a 1-0 lead over the Hoosiers at the break. The aggression picked up in the second half, but it was the Huskers striking first to give them a 2-0 lead. Marissa Grizak would score for the Hoosiers off the assist from Layla Serta to make it a 2-1 game. However, Nebraska would score once more and hold on for the 3-1 victory over the Hoosiers. The women's soccer season has now come to an end, with the Hoosiers finishing with a 6-9-2 overall record and a 1-9-1 record in the Big Ten. Hopefully, the Hoosiers can turn it around next season.
The 22nd-ranked Indiana men's soccer team made the trip out west looking to keep their winning streak alive against the 15th-ranked UCLA Bruins. In the 25th minute, graduate forward Justin Wise would score off the Quentin Elliott assist to give the Hoosiers the 1-0 advantage. In the 60th minute, senior forward Samuel Sarver would get in on the action and make it a 2-0 lead. The Bruins would eventually cut into the lead 2-1, but they would not score after that. In the end, the Hoosiers would leave Los Angeles with the victory over the Bruins. The Hoosiers extend their unbeaten streak to 8 games in which they are 0-0-2. Over the last 4 years, the Hoosiers are now 23-4-6 in the month of October as they play their best when the postseason is near. With men's soccer season wrapping up, they have one more game at Bill Armstrong Stadium before they get ready for the postseason play. The Hoosiers will host Tryon University at 6:30 as they look to gain more winning momentum as they head into the postseason. It is once again wrestling season, and the Indiana Hoosiers have concluded wrestle-offs this past Friday. These matches are to decide starting spots for each weight class as well as being a tune-up match for the upcoming season. The Hoosiers are coming into the wrestling season ranked 30th in the nation by Intermat, and 7 out of the 10 weight classes are nationally ranked, including 184-pound grad student DJ Washington. This Friday, the Hoosiers will kick off the season on the road in Riverside, California to take on the Cal Baptist Lancers. We're heading to San Luis Obispo, California on Sunday, November 3rd to take on the Cal Poly Mustangs.
While the Indiana men's basketball team picked up a big exhibition win this past week, they lost a big recruit as well. 5-star Indiana target Braylon Mullins has elected to leave the Hoosier State and commit to Dan Hurley and the UConn Huskies. This is the second in-state 5-star player that the Hoosiers have lost this year, and the second player overall to choose the Huskies over the Hoosiers. As of now, Trent Sisley remains the only Hoosiers 2025 commit. And it looks like our 5 minutes are up. I'm Logan Kurkowski.
And I'm Quincy Cofield. Thank you for joining us, and come back Monday for a recap in this weekend's Hoosier Athletics.